What's up everybody, it's your boy Verta here and thank you so much for stopping by. Now before we start, a really quick apology. Sorry that I haven't been keeping up with the videos lately. I'm a little bit burnt out and I'm trying to take care of myself as I really get the passion back. A lot of this is because we just hit our Pentong Red Ring and that took a lot of effort, and now I'm taking it a little bit more chill as I recover myself to pretty much come back and push around all these videos. But today we have something good coming in onto the global labs. We have some great buffs to Aakman Temple, Hystria Ruins, and Ash Forest. But not just that, well, apparently Pearl Abyss decided that Striker is supposed to get even more changes. And Succession Mystic is still into the gutter. This is the third change of Striker for 2 months, I think. So, what can we do? I guess Mystic is just completely dead. At least the Succession part is. A very good thing to notice is that they're adding the silver buffs for the new Ulukita area. So that's something that's very, very good. So let's start with the Aakman Temple. So the price of trash items that can be obtained when defeating the monsters in Aakman Temple has been increased by about 1.75 or by 75%. So essentially what you're going to get is from the Aakman Guardian token is going to go from 7.5 to 13.1. If we go into the Aakman Temple over here, what we notice is that usually the Aakman Guardian token, it's around this particular number. Now, Aakman is actually an Agris spot, even though Agris is completely not worth for it, because it consumes too much Agris for the reward which you're going to get from it. If you actually consider the Agris upgrade to this, then this spot could probably jump up towards, I would say, about 600 to 700 million an hour. Then what they're doing afterwards is they're buffing also the same prices for Hystria by about 62%. Now the Hystria Ruins pricing is a lot better because Hystria is already a spot which is really good. Even if you farm onto the Desperate Elton rotation, it's really good for the Agris consumption. So in other words, on the Desperate Elton rotation, you can still get 22k an hour onto Hystria Ruins. Now you can't really go towards 30k, at least some people have done 30k, but not at the Desperate Elton. So the idea here is, because currently there's been brand new released zones with these new treasure items like the telescope from the Ulukita. What they're trying to do is, in my eyes at least, get back to the original farming spots, to the compass piece, make the incentives for that really much better, quite a lot better even. So overall, the trash increases for the Hystria Ruins, it can be seen as something like, it can go to about 150, 200 mil. It really depends on who's farming, where you're farming, exactly this and that. So if you go into onto a regular Hystria rotation, you just pretty much go out as much as you can to kill the Hystria mobs, make sure you're all full setup, then probably Hystria can go towards 850, 900 million an hour. So this is very good, but it's still an Agris spot, so you won't really see that much of a difference. But I'm still happy about this because, as I said earlier into the video, we have a little bit of an incentive to come back to, of course, the Aakman Hystria, keep on farming these pieces. 3 Vodkans can be transferred for 1 of the new treasure pieces from the Ulukita. So it's still something really good from Pearl Abyss to come back to Aakman and Hystria and really give them a little bit of a buff. I really enjoy these. After all, this may be enough to get me back to complete my compass piece, although I'm not entirely sure. I have like 120, 130 plus hours on that, at least for the Elton alone, but we'll see what happens, guys. And last but not least, we have the Ash Forest. Now, Ash Forest is a little bit one of these spots, if you grind just the base without Dekia, if you can even grind Dekia, hey, ta-ta. But Ash Forest is really known for not being a yellow loot spot. So what we're going to get is from Volkris, Varnas, and Gyres, they're going to have an incredible trash increase, which means that probably, just probably, Ash Forest might be worth with a yellow loot scroll. We'll see how this plays out. I no longer farm Ash Forest. I'll leave that to the Ash Forest Deborica grinders themselves. Monitor it. We'll see how it goes. But overall, it seems like a great change in terms of what's going to happen with a yellow loot scroll. It could be the spot for the first time ever that Ash Forest reaches probably a solid 900 to 1 billion an hour without enhancing for profit, making sure you kind of stretch that profit out at the end. But still, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please consider dropping a membership or supporting me on Patreon. I do this full time and your support is greatly appreciated. So thank you so much, guys. Mwah. Love you to death. See you soon.